Hello, and welcome back to my Pokemon Leaf Green Regrown Nuzlocke. Last time, we beat Brock and made it to Mount Moon. And I forgot to save! I don't think I've done this since I was 11 or 12. How? How? That's okay. Actually, okay. Well, you know what? I have knowledge from the future. Fuck, so I lost Jigglypuff. Oh, that's kind of rare. Well, at least I guess I have another chance at Spearow, but... Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot to save. I know exactly what happened. I just got so caught up on like making sure the recording was working and I turned it off properly that I just completely blanked on like, oh yeah, the game needs attention too. That is a pain in the focus, but wow. That's annoying. I'm heartbroken. One like equals one prayer. Okay, well, I guess now I get to, go through this again, and... yeah, that's not gonna help you. Just gonna sweep it with Blonde. We'll see how this goes. That should be enough. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough to stop me, Brock. Oh, shit. That, however, will be. That's gonna be annoying. Oh well, I guess I just have to use something in the meantime, so... You know what? I have another growth. I'm risking a crit, though, if I stay in. Fuck it, no balls. There we go. Easy. Ugh, okay, you know what? Instead of fighting the trainers again, I'm just gonna sell a pile of rare candies and use that money. And I'm gonna level up all my dudes to like 16, I think, with the rare candies that I still have. Oh man, okay, so. Note to self, whenever I finish recording a session, immediately save the game in between starting the next one. That's just how it's gotta be. Ugh. Boy, so yeah, this week started off fantastic, as I was saying in the earlier episode, that, I don't know, maybe you saw like an hour ago, maybe you saw like 40 minutes ago. Was doing fantastic. Not so much now. This is just kicking my ass. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I'm just taking this full on, like... mature Nuzlocke are just entirely tired of it at this point, I guess, even though I don't really have that title under my belt, but I may as well move forward and make some progress here. Oops. Okay. Give me the shoe. Give me the XP share. It's not the shoes. I have the shoes. Yeah, I did. So I do paid gymming on the side, and Friday I had a really good game. Saturday I had a really, really good game. Did it with a bunch of VTubers. I was really nervous before I started up, but they were really nice. It was generally very, very easy to do. Doing like the first sort of meeting between players is a little bit of a pain with just random people, but partially that, you know, they all knew each other, also partially that they're just all professionals whose whole job is chatting up on the internet with each other and joking around. Really just made the game flow super easily. Like, honestly, if we had any problem, it was that I was afraid things were going to run too long because they were having too much fun and getting into like fun bits and doing silly stuff together. But fortunately, they had a little bit more time than we had originally planned, so we were able to get through it. I did have to drop a couple little bits here, but that's perfectly fine. I was planning. I made the module with the intention that bits of it could be dropped off. And I really only ended up having to drop one bit, so that was nice. Oops. It's handy. And then Friday, the thing that I did then, which I'm going to do again tomorrow, was sort of the culmination of one of the players' backstories in a worm-inspired superhero campaign. So it's everybody is, you know, horribly traumatized. They all got their superpowers from the worst day of their life, and it's all like ironic twists on that. One of my players basically ruined a kid's life when she was in high school. This is the backstory, the player's backstory of their character. I should probably point that out. We're not talking about the actual character. They ruined this other character's life, and then he ended up trying to kill her, and she triggered and got vampire powers and just went on a frenzy. Because she has really high regeneration, but if she ends up taking too much damage, she loses control and just starts attacking everybody around her. So, effectively, he went in there intending to kill one person, and there were many more bodies than that on the end of it. So he just ended up getting the full blame for all of it. And on the way out, he ended up triggering with the power that he can mark a random person within line of sight. And from that point on, as long as he maintains it, he can... anything that he does will be attributed to them. So if he, like, runs up and shoves somebody down, they'll think, oh, that... So, you know, if he marks like some little old lady and then runs over and punches some biker dude, he'll be like, what the fuck? That little old lady punched me. At the same time, like, you know, if he was trying to get like through like a security station, you know, he could mark a random person and then walk through the security checkpoint and get them in trouble for having the gun, or he could just like mark security and then walk through the security area. The caveat on his power is that the person who he's marked is immune to his power for the duration of whenever it's up. So they can see him perfectly normal, but everybody else just like, well, okay, they can see him normally, you know, if they tried to, if he was in front of you marked as like your mom and you said like, hey, look at your mom, describe like, does she have facial hair? Well, yes, she has a goatee. Huh. I guess she always had a goatee. Like, it just kind of, you know, mentally forces you to assign like, oh, goatee equals mom now. Shit. Whoops. Oh well. Yeah, so he had a whole thing where they went out. They are working for a corporation that has sort of taken over law enforcement in a city because the government-run super team has been having a bit of trouble and had to pull back operations. And so they're in a company that's all about making that money. And so they got sent to a client's job that had been lit on fire. And basically they were just kind of standing around watching all of the firefighters put the fire out with nothing much to do. Like, they tried to barge into the scene and like, we're gonna save everybody. And the firefighters like, we've already saved everybody. We just gotta put it out. Get out of the way. Keep the crowd back if you want to do something helpful. And the jewelry store manager was on the ground with an oxygen tank. Having trouble breathing, you know, smoke inhalation. He had to go back into the fire to save his millionth dollar. And, well, fuck, I should be paying more attention to this. But I'm gonna keep going with the story. So anyway, he got randomly vampirically drained. And, well, obviously the vampire did it. So in Worm, there's these things called cluster triggers, where if two people trigger close together, they can kind of get like some mixing and matching between their powers going on, and sometimes even like personality traits are sort of like remember that old Jimmy Neutron episode where he and Cindy kind of swapped minds, and then their friends had to like put their minds into the bowl and like separate out the individual pieces. It's sort of like the things that give superpowers, take out that little bit of the mind and then randomly shuffle it and distribute it among all the people who all triggered at the same time in the same place. And they do that with superpowers and a little bit of the base power itself. So he actually got a bit of a vampiric drain that isn't as strong as hers, but he's able to do it from range. So she has to touch people unless she's in like frenzy mode, in which case it's just everyone around her within like 6 meters, I think, or 8 meters. But she can change the effect to drain any sort of characteristic she wants or attribute. He is stuck with what he drains, but he's able to drain from a range. And then he's also able to make his drain invisible to the eye, but he, on particular, didn't do that because he wanted everybody to see that she was, you know, draining the jewelry store manager who was recovering from smoke inhalation. But he saved his millionth dollar, so, you know, who's really winning here? Okay, let's see what we get. Get her in! What did I name Nidoran before? Yeah, so it was really fun as they were trying to, like, figure out the mechanics and everything of why does it look like to us that our teammate randomly attacked this person? Like, clearly this isn't like something they would actually do, but you know, we absolutely blame them. Hey, the more we watch the video of it, the more we find ourselves blaming them. And when we describe the situation to just a random person, you know, they think, oh, well, that doesn't quite match up with her power, so it's probably not actually her, so it's probably not her, right? And then as soon as they watch the video, oh, fuck, yeah, it's her. Don't know why, but yeah, it's absolutely her. Oh yeah, there's like slugma in this grass, aren't there? I don't know why I'm looking here. Yeah, so we had a lot of fun. They figured it out eventually, and then he had to like go to sleep, and he can't maintain his power when he is asleep, so then things started clicking together. Yeah, so 2 very, very good tabletop sessions back to back. I might actually have to sort of kind of admit that on some occasions, I can be a good DM. I mean, people are paying me $15 a session to sit down and play make-believe with me, so... Did I get this already? I did get that already. So here's the question. Do I want to go for Zephyr again, or do I just want to go down a level and see what's in some of the other floors here? Because, like, Zephyr's good. I mean, Crobat's fun, but I do really like Crobat. I do need a flyer. I need a flyer. Okay, so what do I need for the next round here? Has Misty been nerfed? She might have been nerfed. I mean, Brock was nerfed. I hope she hasn't been nerfed. If she hasn't been nerfed, at least she was easier than Brock pre-nerf. Sorry, she was easier than pre-nerf Brock, so I should be able to like brute force through this. Magnolia and Champagne will need to be swapped out. Zephyr won't be particularly useful. Maroon will be. I don't have Jigglypuff anymore. How good would Smoochum be? Let's see, it's like Staryu, or no, it's like Goldeen, Psyduck, Starmie. I believe. Maybe Staryu. Fairly certain it's just 3. You know what? I'm just gonna go for the rare one, just because I may as well go for the slightly rarer encounter. split seed. But if I get Zubat now, I take that off the dupe list. But where else? Seafoam Islands. Rock Tunnel. Rock Tunnel might be a good one to take it off the dupe list for. Yep, I hear you out there, Zephyr. And I mean, I think going down here will let me get Paris, but I don't want Paris, do I? I don't think Paris is going to do me too much good. Now, so yeah, here's the question. Do I bring in... Hi, Zephyr. Do I bring in, like, docs, and do I try to look it up, or... Mount Moon. Yeah, may as well just look it up a little bit. Just see what we get. Generation 2. Well, Generation 3 even. Wait a minute, is... Oh, no. Route 4 is... Man, they give you 5 Great Balls here and Pikachu and Eevee? Okay, let's see. Red, blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow. Generation 2. Oh yeah, this was in Generation 2. Yeah, I think Geodude may have been swapped out for Sandshrew here. Yeah, Zubat is nice. Zubat is 69%. Okay, yeah, B1F is 100% Paris. And I don't know how good Paris is. And if I got Paris, I would probably want to delay it so I can get Spore earlier, which means I basically wouldn't have it anyway. I mean, it'd be decent for having something that could use Cut, because apparently that's bug type now, but... I'll try. Yeah, this B1F? I don't know. Yes, I'll use another. I think this is B1F here. Which would make this B2F, right? Are there maps here? Yes, this is B2F. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to catch something on this level, I think. Because it's slightly less chance of Zephyr and slightly more chance of everything else down here. Gotta run out that repel. To the chipmunk dimension. And it's Zephyr anyway. Okay. Can I catch something besides Zephyr? The answer may surprise you. Oh, right. Premier Ball. Zephyr's too good for those silly little regular Pokeballs. Too good for the Premier Ball, apparently, too. That's a shame. Oof. Please. There we go. This has got to work, right? Click. No, what? There we go. I wonder if there's going to be a place to catch Aeron in this game. Well, specifically a place to catch Aeron that I can get after I activate the thing. Do I need to go through Rock Tunnel and activate the thingy to turn on the Hoenn Pokemon without actually encountering anything in Rock Tunnel to have a chance at that? I think that would be the best shot at it, honestly. I think I'm going to go for that. Hopefully it puts Aeron or, you know, something fun Hoenn themed in Rock Tunnel. Because as nice as a Geodude or an Onix would be, or like the very rare chance of a Machop, I gotta go for Aeron if it's an option, or even if it's a potential option, so... Has Rage been buffed? Normal. Becomes stronger each time the user is hit in battle. I don't think Champagan is particularly good at taking hits, so... And you know what actually has just hit me? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this off here, and I think next episode I will carry on through Mount Moon, and we'll see if I can make it through. Until then, have a good day, and I hope you guys have fun.